getting to the finale itself, Jimmy and Gretchen got a happy ending, but I think a different happy ending than many would have expected.
Yeah.
What was the process you and the writers came up with to kind of get to that place, and why did you land on them being happily unmarried?
You know, it was we really worry over every question, every decision, and this is a very binary decision. Do they get married or do they not? And I really wanted to find a different way to do it. And you know, I can't remember exactly where we came upon it, but this idea of, well, do they have to get married? If they don't get married, do they have to not be apart? And it seems so simple, but no. They could just make that decision, which seems very Jimmy and Gretchen, to bail on their wedding, but still stay together, even if only for that day. And you know, basically they realized that making this like vow forever just doesn't feel right for them. And so they decide to just choose every single day, are we going to still be together? And that allows them this false freedom to actually continue and end up having a family and staying together. But you know, it shows kind of their simplicity and how kind of stupid they are in a way. But it works for them.
Yeah, with Lindsay and Paul getting remarried, and also Jimmy and Edgar having a breakup and then reconciliation of sorts. What was the kind of genesis of those two relationship shifts?
I mean, you know, it became very exciting to me early on in crafting this season that the mystery that we build in flash forwards of this breakup that we assume was Jimmy and Gretchen, and they're somewhere sometime in the future they're gonna meet again, and is it gonna be awkward? It was very exciting to me to shift that to Jimmy and Edgar and make that the central breakup in the season. It was a little bit of, you know, a surprise and surprising the audience, which is nice to do, but also I think it was completely fitting of what Edgar needed to do to catapult himself out of Jimmy's orbit. But and in terms of Lindsay and Paul, I just think they're too much of a disaster to be with anyone else. I mean, I think at a certain point they're like, look, you know, maybe we're not perfect, but we are sweet to each other in times, and we understand each other, and we've seen each other at the worst. They're like a funhouse mirror of Jimmy and Gretchen. They know how disgusting or boring each other are, and they accept it, and there's something kind of beautiful about it. Are they the love of the century, and are they going to last? I do not know. But for now, it is what makes sense for them.
What prompted you to have yourself and your real-life family in the episode?
We just really needed awesome, handsome men to dance, and I dragged my wife out there, yeah.